this is El Atik representing Shelly Lightning on catchthis.com. Shelly Lightning's back again. She's playing the music. She plays it from the top. She's on her throne. Shelly Lightning's back again. The dance spice. She's sweeter on the fish and the pot full of rice. Shelly Lightning, she's the people's choice. Yeah! She's me power in the hour, every hour. Good gosh, she gives me power in the hour, every hour. Woo, she gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. I like it when she's hot, she's in control. Shelly Lightning's back again, and she's playing the music. She plays it from the top, she's on the throne. Empress, Shelly Lightning's back again, and she's playing good music.
Yes, this is Silky presenting for Shelly Lightning,
representing Shelly Lightning on catchthis.com. Yeah, I like when she's in control. Yeah, she plays it from the top, she's on her throne. Shelly Lightning's back again, and she's playing good music. She's sweeter than sugar, she's sweeter than spice, she's sweeter than the fish and the pot full of rice. Shelly Lightning, she's the people's choice. She gives me power every hour. Good gosh, she gives me power in the hour, every hour. Woo, she gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. I like it when she's hot, she's in control. Shelly Lightning's back again, and she's playing the music. She plays it from the top, she's on the throne. Empress, Shelly Lightning's back again, and she's playing good music. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo-doo. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-doo. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo-doo. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-be-doo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-doo. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives me power every hour, every hour. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, this is El Hatik. This is catchthis.com. This is the sound of Shelly Lightning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shelly Lightning's back again. She gives me power in the hour, every hour. She gives
Tell you, beautiful opening right there by Earl at T. Of his title version, Back in My Arms. So as we say, welcome, welcome forward. This is episode 43. Moving with joy and love today with one of Jamaica's greatest classical reggae vocalists. I should say classical and reggae vocalists. Well, he's very versatile. So you see, that covers the entire scope. Mr. A.J. Brown, currently the lead singer for Third World. One of the few reggae artists from Jamaica to stint in Las Vegas, to be cordially invited to do so too. An artist that has been given the Ambassador Award. Reggae Ambassador, that is. A.J. Brown. Alvin. I tell you, it's going to be a marvelous journey today. Bless up yourself, Alien Dread, the international producer in the building. Producer of the Black Stones. Many, many artists, too much to mention. Thank you for that, Dreddy. So as we set it up, nice and easy on the Joy and Love Lightning Dub Cut, all courtesy of Jack Crew and Shelly Lightning. You can check it out on the Dubbers Delight. One leap of heavy dub. Believe me, I had to crack the bass in half. I tell you, there is nowhere like Jamaica. Garden of many greats is Jamaica. Nowhere like Jamaica. This is A.J. Brown.
Nowhere to me like Jamaica. There's nowhere like my island home. Nowhere to me like Jamaica. Pearl of the Caribbean. Rivers to mountains, such a beautiful scene. The heartland of the people, so pure and clean. Excuse me if I think that it's a paradise. Come and see and you will find it so nice. Nowhere to me like Jamaica. There's nowhere like my island home. Nowhere to me like Jamaica. Pearl of the Caribbean. You can lace on the beaches in the morning sun. Take a swim or just relax, sip and run. The pulse of our island is the reggae beat. Sit and rock or jump right up and move your feet. There's nowhere like my island home. Nowhere to me like Jamaica.
I tell you, our featured artist today. What a pleasure and a privilege. What a joy. be picking up Mr. Brown soon to take off on our journey. So make sure you got your picnic for the trip.
Hey, cool runners.
We're looking at over 4 decades.
Places to see, but not just an island we have.
That's a long time travel.
See it on the faces as you pass by. Our legendary hospitality is so light. Nowhere to be like my island home. Yeah, be like Jamaica, pearl of the Caribbean. Pearl of the Caribbean, out of many we are one. Island in the sun, island in the sun, pearl of the Caribbean. Don't you know you can have no problem? Just come on down to the sun. You can have some pearl of the Caribbean. It's good, clean fun. Everything is Irie, man. Say love, try love. It's cool.
Yes, this is Silky representing for Shelly Lightning, the queen of radio.
I was talking to a friend of mine just the other day. Oh, yeah. About the people of this world caught in a power play. Yeah. In this one-sided crazy game, who is against or for? I wanna know. People making war for the money. People making money from the war. I can feel them loving money.
This is from the selector.
I was talking to a friend of mine just the other day. Oh, yeah. About the people of this world caught in a power play. Yeah. In this one-sided crazy game, who is against or for? I wanna know. People making war for the money. People making money from the war. I can feel them loving money more than people. About time we turn it around the other way. Love people more than money. Give them a life, no more debt to pay. Sometimes the root of all evil come to eat away the tree. Hey, trying to reach for everybody. Even you and me. We got to be our brother's keeper. So backstabber, put away your knife. Hey. 'Cause we can only make a living. And only God can make a life. We got to love people way. You love and money more than people. When you go to church on Sunday to kneel down and pray, remember to love people more than money. Stop, don't turn it around the other way. Love and money more than people. When you go to church on Sunday to kneel down and pray, remember to love people more than money. Stop, don't turn it around the other way.
Tell you while we're here sorting it all out, Mr. Brown is in the wings waiting. Let me touch you with another song, a very early song. This one is called Get Up and Chant.
Yes, I get up, chant to the God of creation. Oh, yeah, yes. Get up, chant to the God of creation. Oh, yeah, yes. Gabriel woke the angels at morning. They don't chant and praise to the sound of his horn. In the dreamland, soon to be reality, ordained by the Trinity, for you and for me to see, if we'd only wait and see. Look out. No more pains from the slave driver's hand, no more plagues devastating our land. No more ponder over present pain. The Lion of the Judah will break every chain. Lift your brother out of the dust, 'cause with the Father love is a must. Whatever you conceive him to be, he was sent to set man free. Get up, chant to the God of creation. Oh yeah, yes, yes, yes. Get up, chant.
Yes, fingers a little happy. How you doing, Mr. Brown?
Can you hear me?
Perfectly, crispy clear. I can see the
Okay,
sun
well,
shining in.
I'm still trying to
No,
set up my
everything's
thing.
perfect.
So,
We're perfect
huh?
this side. We can hear you perfectly. We can see you perfectly. All is beautiful. Yeah. You might want a little more sunlight on you, but that's about it. You're
Right,
looking
that's
smart.
what I'm thinking, right. Let's see if I can shift a little bit.
What a joy, what a joy, what a joy to have you here.
Mm,
I have
I'm just
been-
making sure that I can set up properly. I still don't think let me see, full
you need to
screen.
face the sunlight so the
Okay,
sunlight's
here
on
we
your
go.
face.
Here we go. Maybe I should just sit down here like this.
Now we got you.
You got me, all right.
You just make yourself
Early morning.
absolutely. I know, and I'm assuming you've not long woken up because we're a few hours ahead of you.
A very
Quite
few.
few. So let me bring you up to speed. So far, for the
Mm,
lovely people, I started off with Nowhere Like Jamaica.
I
Nowhere
heard.
like Jamaica that
Mhm.
grows and produces such marvelous, gifted individuals throughout the world, including yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tell us about Nowhere Like Jamaica.
Well, nowhere like
Start
Jamaica
the
is.
journey there.
Can you repeat that?
I said, let's start the journey there. Nowhere like Jamaica.
Nowhere like Jamaica is one of the first songs that I recorded, and it's a song that it's on one of my albums. It's aptly titled "Nowhere Like Jamaica," where the album is about just basically what all the songs that are on that album, you know, are relative to the experience that you get when you go to Jamaica. Um, and I also use the time to celebrate Harry Belafonte, who was one of our first stars. You know, so No Real Like Jamaica is an original that I wrote to to celebrate my love for Jamaica as well. Hello. Now I'm seeing heartfelt thanks for the interaction, love, and support. Who's that? Is somebody sending a message?
No, we will show the everybody's messages as we go along, and
Mhm.
the show has captions in it, so we'll
Okay.
properly. So you attended Cornwall College, and Cornwall College is one of the top high schools in Jamaica, especially in the western region. Um,
Mhm.
were you singing whilst you were at Cornwall College?
Yes, actually, that's where my singing career started. When I attended Cornell College in the '70s, that was when uh, I was able to socialize with some new students, new kids, and we after a while we were able to discern who had talent and who didn't, and
Sure.
I remember in third form, I you know I mean I used to sing with just singing in general, and the word got out, and there were some other guys singing in the school, and before you know it, there was a competition about, who sings better than who and whatever, and that was the beginning of forming the band, forming a band of musicians and singers at the school, which we did. The band was called Upper Squares. Um,
Okay.
uh, yeah, um, celebrate, trying to
To make
celebrate
that
inner
start.
circles, trying to celebrate inner circles name, so we went the opposite way. So, and that's how
Oh,
we, yeah, that's how we started to just play around in the school community in Mobe. um any student who went to any school in Mobe would remember those times, you know uh, you know
yeah,
uh,
yes, definitely. Especially us high school girls, because you had the Mount Alvernia girls, and I'm sure they were very enamored with you. Mount
yeah.
Alvernia, Montego Bay High Press. And at that time, I know they used to keep a lot of school talent competitions and school jams and that kind of stuff as well.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you remember because you may have been there. Yeah, man, for real, man.
Yes.
We're reminiscing at the same time we're interviewing, eh?
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
Mhm.
Now I we've talked about nowhere like Jamaica, but Love People was one of the ones that really took to the national scene in Jamaica. Everybody kind of took to that song because it had a vibe, it was bouncy.
Hmm. Well, yes, yes. Get Up Chant was one of the tunes that also my real first recording was Making Love Together, and I hope it's on the on the
It
list. I
definitely,
should
I
have
have
the
it right
list.
here. Shall we play it
Yeah.
for them?
Huh?
I think I should
Yeah.
play it for them. Shall we let them hear it?
Yes, because let me tell you why. It's one of those. It's a song that was it's my original, my first recording, and it broke in England. Yeah, it became an underground hit in England. I want to big up all the folks who latched onto that tune, and that's what I would like to thank the folks in Europe for, really tuning into that tune. Yeah, man. So that's
All right.
you can play it for the audience, to let them know how I sounded at that time.
Oh, and you saying that, I've just showed them. I played prior to you coming on. I played chant,
Get
so
Up
you know
Chant,
that
yes.
that have the little cute
Oh,
picture right there,
oh,
So I'm see the
oh.
cute AJ,
Yeah, yeah. Get Up Chant is on the other side of Making Love Together. That's the connection, because those are the first two recordings that I did.
Excellent. This is people AJ Brown making love together.
When the citizens to the day, when I will be taking you away to a wonderland that is oh so grand.
Telling massive, the wonderful, wonderful sounds of AJ Brown making love together. What you got to tell us about this track? Apart from its great hit, how was it produced by?
Well, it's on my first album, AJ Brown. It's a black and white type of album cover, and I had the pleasure and honor of working with Peter Ashburn on this one, and actually it was produced by Jeffrey Chung. Now Jeffrey Chung, he passed on, God rest his soul, years and years ago. But he was the one who heard my was able to bring out some of those my writing talents and my recording talents, and I really appreciate what he has done, and I continued to work with Peter Ashburn over the years to do
Yes,
commercials, to do other albums. He helped me to produce Nowhere Like Jamaica album as well. So, and he was the one who arranged Get Up Chant and Nowhere Like Jamaica and When You Love, and so big up to Peter Ashburn. That's all.
definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. And a lot of people don't know that Mr. Ashbourne is also an international classical conductor, composer
Yes,
as well.
yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
He worked.
He's one of the Jamaica's treasure when it comes to playing any kind of music. You know, he's
Definitely.
yeah, he's one of those what they call virtuosos. You know,
He
yeah,
is.
man,
He is. No joke.
terrible boy, terrible boy. Yeah, man, tell it.
Now,
But
you're.
but before we go on, Shelly, I just want to just express certain things. People,
Go
you
ahead,
know,
man. Tweet.
people. I just want to share my my pride of Shelley Lightning, and because I remember Shelley doing her thing on radio in Montego Bay, and to see her, to be doing this interview with Shelley now, so many years after in London, that speaks to your achievement.
Oh,
so
thank you. You're gonna
so
make me
so
blush.
so pick up to Shelley. Yeah, man. So continue, Shelley.
Thank you, AJ. It's true, man, because we grew up. Your cousin Horace Brown, he also worked at Radio West,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
um, yeah, we used to have a lot of nice evenings up there playing dominoes up Austin Avenue, fry fish, and these things. Yes, galang galang.
Yes.
Right. Speaking of porn, you've also worked with other greats, such
Mm.
as, let's stay in Jamaica for a minute. We'll stay in Jamaica. Sonny Bradshaw. But before we even talk about Sonny, you said When You Love was also one of the tracks that he arranged. I have a video performance I'd like to share with everybody. May we?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Of course you can.
Thank you. And for my ladies who made this song popular. I've sat in this old bed before on some other night just like this. The bed's the way it always was, but the way it was is just a fantasy. I'll eat some of my favorite food when I lose myself in a mood. The food sits cold there on the plate while I feed on my memories of you. You've captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You've made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love. I catch the scent of your perfume as it moves sweetly through the room, moving from reality to a place where you are my sufficiency. I laugh at some old joke of yours that did not amuse at the time. The way I'm acting now to me puts me deep inside the web that you have weaved. You've captured me without a fight. And what do I say? I say it's quite alright. You made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be when you love. Me without a fight. What do I say? I say it's quite alright. You made me feel indeed that I was wrong. I was blind, but now I see what life can be. I say it's quite alright.
Thank you.
Very,
That was
very well.
such a beautiful. It was a beautiful and moving perform. I've always loved that song because if you grow up in Jamaica, you know there's certain songs if you grow in a Jamaican household from AJ Brown that you are going to hear from your mama as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the
How
yeah.
yeah. How
Yeah.
this journey because I also remember when you used to do like the hotels like Seawind Fantasy, um, or the
Hmm.
whole circuit.
Hmm.
This journey for you. Have there been times when you felt like you wanted to quit?
No, no, I can't say unequivocally no, because I knew that this is what I wanted to do from I was
Tell them the
about
age.
from about 7 or 8, because my my uncle
Hmm.
is Lloyd Campbell. Now, if anybody knows who Lloyd Campbell is one of the duo of the famous group called Blues Busters. And
Oh,
yeah, Blues Busters.
be seated.
Um, yeah, it's Lloyd Ambosi, Lloyd Campbell, Philip James, and they were so well known in Jamaica. And Lloyd Campbell was my uncle on my mother's side, and
Oh,
he used to visit her all the time. And when he came on, it coming like an angel come from heaven, man. The way how the man was always well dressed, and you know, he also went to Cornell College, so he influenced me to want to be to be to push and to also to achieve what I'm achieving now, because I emulated him as somebody who I would want to follow in his footsteps. Um, and so that is how I know or knew that what I wanted to do from early. Um, the talent was there anyway, and I kind of just felt it inside that's what I wanted to do. So the rest is history. Here I am. And if you're still hearing me,
sure.
the 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 music video that you just played, I just wanted to say how much of a pleasure it was for me to do that. We were able to share the stage with some musicians from Canada. We did that show in Canada for an organization that was supporting um, orphaned
Children.
children, um, children orphaned by the AIDS virus.
Wow.
Um, and so we went to Canada to do some shows, make some money to send back to Jamaica, and out of that show came an album, which you will hear further on. But I did a song called "Time to Say Goodbye," which I'm sure you'll play later on.
We
But
definitely will be concluding the show in fine style.
yeah, man. So it's a song that it's one of those performances that kind of helped to shape where my journey. And I shared the stage with Myrna Haig, and Sonny Bradshaw was the musical director. It was all fun. It was all fun.
Funny you
Great.
say, I think we should
Mhm.
I think we should
Mhm.
share that moment with them, should we?
It's
With
up to
Miss
you.
Myrna Haig? I think we
Oh,
should.
yeah, yeah.
Are you in the mood for love?
Of course, of course.
We had done this many, many years ago. And one of them, any? Okay. Until the boy, J. Brown forget. And I'm going to take him right back there now, whether he will like it or not. We used to call it the James Moody Suite. I'm going to tell you how it goes. She's going to sing the song first, and you go into A.
Oh, I see. Okay, excuse me. So. The song is being rearranged by Sonny Bradshaw. Okay.
I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me, honey. But when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in your eyes. Bright as the stars we're under. Is it any wonder?
Wow.
I'm in the mood for love. Why stop to think of whether this little dream might fade? Let's put our hearts together now. We are one. I'm not afraid.
I'll take care of you, darling.
If there's a cloud above, and if it should rain, we'll let it. But for tonight, forget it.
Let's forget it, darling.
I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for love.
There I go, there I go, there I go. There I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul who snaps my controls. Such a funny thing, but anytime I'm near you, I never can behave. You give me a smile and then I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, crazy music, music that keeps calling me so very close to you, turns me your slave. Come and do with me anything that you want to. Anything, baby, just let me get next to you. Am I insane, or do I really see heaven in your eyes? Bright as stars that shine up above you in the clear blue sky. How I worry about you, just can't live my life without you. Baby, come here, don't have no fear. Oh, is there wonder why I'm really feeling in the mood for love? You give me permission, so tell me why. Stop to think about this weather, my dear. 'Cause this this little dream might fade away. There I go talking out of my head again. Oh baby, won't you come put our two hearts together, 'cause that would make me strong and brave. Oh, when we are one, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, 'cause if there's a cloud up above us, go on and let it rain. I'm sure our love together will endure a hurricane. Oh my baby, won't you please let me love you and get a release from this awful misery?
What is all this talk about loving me, my sweet? I am not afraid, not anymore, not like before. Don't you understand me? Come on and please pull yourself together and do it soon. My heart's on fire. Come on and take me. I'll be what you make me, my darling, my sweet.
Pretty baby, you make me feel so good. Let me take you by the hand. Come, let us visit out there in that new promised land. Maybe there we can find a good place to keep our loving state of mind. I'm so crazy about love,
Never knowing what love's all about.
James Smoothie, you come on in, man, 'cause you know that AJ Brown is.
You can blow if you want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Sonny Bradshaw, Myrna Hague. Oh my goodness, respect is due.
Wow. Shelley?
What a wonderful performance, AJ.
Wow. And I have to say that this is news, because I didn't expect to see this. And it is so so heartening, because this particular event was an event that you know we did so much in one night, to be able to expose the talents of myself and Myrna and all the musicians, Sonny Bradshaw on stage. That night did so many things. It spawned an album. It was able to create money to change children's lives in Jamaica, and I'm very proud of that night. And as the journey continues with our interview, you'll hear more information about it.
I have a question though. You know, in When You Love, who was the guitarist?
Who was
that
who?
did the solo? The guitarist that did the solo.
Oh, the guitarist is a guy called Ray Hitchens. Ray Hitchens.
Wow.
One of those talented musicians who was able to give share his talent with some of the songs that I was able to write and produce, and it's one of those signature solos where
It is.
yeah, when it's played, man. If you don't play it like the record, you not play it.
I'm
That
telling
kind
you,
of-
it reminds me of another intricate solo, the Waiting in Vain solo.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
It's it, you know, it
You are right.
brings to the
Yeah,
song, really lifts.
yeah, man. People and people identify that tune based on that solo, that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? For real. Yeah, man.
Now, now I'm gonna kind of throw the ball over to you, and I'm gonna say we have the Revolution song, we have Words of Wisdom.
Mm.
You raise me up. Where do you want to go?
Well,
You were
kind of,
driving, you know.
I would kind of go with Revolution song because the Revolution song now would kind of propel or just show a different side of what people have heard so far. Um, most of the songs that you're hearing are songs that I wrote, and that speaks to the that other talent that I have for songwriting.
Yes. Very,
So
very, 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 very excellent expression lyrically, and the
mm,
way you play with words as well.
yes, and I'd like to thank Mr. Don Hines who checked me to do this tune. You know, submitted the rhythm track, and the rest is history. Listen up.
Hey, yeah. Yes, I revolution.
Holy Emmanuel I Selassie I Rastafari.
Revolution. Run, come, that's the only solution, yeah. No kindness, everyone's living for greed. No justice for color, class, race, or creed. Their actions are heartless on the souls of the meek ones they feed. Appealing to your conscience, Father.
It's a top selector.
Power job, damn you! Hey, yeah. Yes, I revolution. Run, come for your people's solution, yeah. Revolution. Run, come, that's the only solution, yeah. No kindness, everyone's living for greed. No justice for color, class, race, or creed. Their actions are heartless on the souls of the meek ones they feed. Appealing to your conscience, Father. Beg you send us your champion with speed. Revolution. Run, come for your people's solution, yeah. Revolution. Run, come, that's the only solution, yeah. Father God, hear our cry. Send your revolutionary one. Hear us up about tonight. Awareness is our champion. By the way of the flat screen they lie, trying to blur our vision. But our knowledge is the reason why we're singing to you this freedom song. Revolution. Run, come to your people's solution, yeah. Revolution. Run, come, that's the only solution, yeah. New generations enslaved, playing this slavery game, preying on the mentally weak,
Slave masters need fortune and fame. Profit is their only battle cry. Power is the armor they wear. Hear us above and tonight. We don't know how much can your people bear. Revolution. Revolution. Run, come, 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 come for your people's solution. Yeah, yeah. Revolution. Revolution. Run, come, 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 come. That's the only solution. Yeah, yeah. Revolution. Revolution. Run, come, 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 come to your people's solution. Yeah, yeah. Revolution.
Yes, this is Silky the representing for Shelly Lightning, the queen of radio.
Revolution. Revolution. Run, come, 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 come.
I tell you, revolution. How you doing? Yes, welcome in everybody. Sir Lloyd, welcome, sir. Ray, Reggie, Earl, all ones and ones, wherever you logged on from. This is episode 43. We're taking a rootical, reggae-matical journey with Mr. A.J. Brown. Revolution. Talking on the cultural side. Now, so we've gone from all the pretty stuff, all the classical, and we're gone in a little rocker now. We start, like we are head through all Fern Gully and Bamboo them place there, yes.
You don't know, for real. Yeah. Well, revolution is to me is more of a mind state, a state of mind where we are. The message is to change the state of mind of your consciousness, because what is happening now, Babylon, I try to find some ways, they have their ways and means of influencing and controlling. And so, when I say things like flat screen, I talk about cell phone and and you know what I mean? Because they just have way in that way, and they can disseminate information very quickly to the masses. So the message is to be aware of what's happening, and if you're conscious and aware, then you'll be able to address it or deal with it based off of what or change
your consciousness
for real.
And awareness of surroundings and what's actually going on. Now, you, Mr. Brown, let us see now. Let me see how I'm gonna word this up. Okay, so you're a very traveled individual, and not because you're currently with Third World. We're gonna take it back because you were discovered in a German talent competition.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or you reach over there, so.
Well, a company called Curting Electronics came to Jamaica. I'm not sure if it was their company doing marketing or just conferencing, but the whole thing is that they wanted to find an act to help market their products, and they at the time they thought that getting an entertainment from Jamaica was the thing. So they came to Jamaica and had this competition, and I was a winner. And I ended up doing like 3 months tour of Germany and and Europe. And I say Germany because most of the performances was in Germany, but also in different countries like Italy and Spain and those places. So, that was my first experience of touring. So then that was in what, 70s, early 80s, I think. So that is my first taste of touring, and with that taste, I wanted to experience it again and again, and after that I ended up performing in doing traveling abroad to represent Jamaica in different capacities as an artist, painter, and also as a performer. I remember being invited to be a part of a delegation that went to an international festival in Texas. I think they had this World Cultural Festival or something like that, where it had to do with art and entertainment, and I was one of the persons who went to represent Jamaica.
Now, in saying that, was this also where you started to gain your operatic experience?
No. My classical experiences started when I was in Jamaica. I had left Montego Bay and I was going to art school, and that was when I went to Kingston, to attend the Edna Manley
Yes.
College for the visual and performing arts. At that time, it was not called that, because I was like the part of the first batch of students who to attend at the time the Cultural Training Complex, CTC. Tom Redcom. That was the year when there was a convergence of different schools: art school, drama school, and music school, and there's one more, but I'll get to that. But these schools were merged into one school that eventually became the Edna Manley College of Performing Arts. So that was the whole experience of coming to Kingston and starting that part of my journey. And when I was attending school, I was also that's when I decided I wanted to push my vocal understanding and knowledge, and I wanted to find a voice trainer. And in my different connections with musicians like Peter Ashburn, who I used to work with doing commercials, as I said before. I also did commercials with a lady called Dawn Marie Virtue, and Dawn Marie Virtue was a very well-known classical singer in Jamaica. Her voice was her beautiful voice was surpassed by her beauty herself. She was such a such a virtuoso in singing, and I decided I wanted to. She used to teach vocals, and I said I had to work with her to get more knowledge, and that's what I did, and I did a whole heap of years until she left to the States.
And what age group were you then? What are we looking at? Where are we in the journey?
I was in my 20s because at that time I was like I think it was in the 80s, when I like late 70s. So I at that time I think I was like 20 I would say I was about 20
Okay.
22, 21, 22, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So the growth, because you can I always like to see the progression in the journey,
For
you
real.
know, the traveling, the growth,
Mhm.
the change in stance, the perception and provision of the music, the way it changes and grows. The
And
progression is
evolve.
a
Tell
beautiful
you,
thing.
for real. So that's how that's how the classical part of my thing started.
Now, when you were at university, did you also meet somebody else who assisted you in training?
Um, that was when I also I got assistance when I went to Las Vegas, but that was years after, like in '89. You
Okay.
know, so at
Because you
that time,
didn't do university in Jamaica, did you?
no, I didn't. I didn't do the university in Jamaica. I did. My university experience was when I left, when I was invited by the CEO of the Mirage, Steve Wynn, to be part of the entertainment package at that hotel. That was in '89,
Wow.
and I'll tell that story later on if we have time. How much time do we have?
We got another hour and 40 minutes. Yeah.
Good. So
All
there's
3 hours are yours.
yeah. So there's lots more to talk about, but the whole experience of being able to feel my voice evolve based off of um, voice training was in itself a journey.
A true artisan, because you've stayed true to the craft and you can
Mhm.
see where you've constantly taken a step to evolve self and the
Mhm.
craft
For real.
and your vocals.
Mhm.
So let's travel back a little bit. We can go Montego Bay with Taddy P, um, Any Love, or
Mm. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
or we
Yes,
can
you can.
go My Father, My Friend route. I'm letting you drive today, you know. Don't crash me, you
Well,
know.
I would like to go my father, my friend, because of the what do they call it? The chronicle of the journey.
And
My
that's what
father,
I've got lined up next, so I'm glad.
yes, my father, my friend was is a after went I went to Vegas, came back, and I did 7 years in Vegas, and when I returned, I was I hooked up with entertainment brethren like Benji Myers and Richie Stevens and all those guys. Um, at the time when I was in Vegas, they were the ones who slowly rose. They,
Yes.
they rose to entertainment powerhouses because of their talent and their songwriting abilities, stuff like that. And I remember when I was in Vegas, Benji got in touch with me and said, I would like to do one of your tune, you know. I'm gonna say, yeah, man, no problem, and he did it, and it's on his album. But more importantly, when I got back to Jamaica, he introduced me to Bobby Digital.
Okay.
And Bobby Digital Dixon changed my direction now, based off of that connection. And this is one of the tunes that took me in a more reggae and a direction that
you start travel reggae-matically.
You don't know. So
all right. Say nothing. This is My Father, My Friend.
My Father, my God, yes. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A father till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. The closest friend to me, yes. And when the road of life seemed rough and rocky, you were there for me. You keep me strong with your blessings and true with your mercy. You'll always be my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be. And my Father, my God, yes.
I tell it better, I give you the audio. We cannot compromise the integrity of the show, can we now? Not at all.
Yeah.
My Father, my God, yes. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A father till the end. You've been my friend, a friend for all eternity. The closest friend to me. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you I'll never hide. No. You are my God, the only one I ever had. You proved your love for me, yes. You are my guide, your footsteps I will walk with pride. My praises I'll give to thee. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide.
It's a top, my selector.
Yes, this is Silky representing for Shelly Lightning, the queen of radio.
Bomber drop.
My Father, my God, yeah. You've been my Father for as long as I can remember. A Father till the end. You've been my friend for eternity. Friend to me. I've seen my sins and true your mercy. You are Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My friend, my guide. My love for you never hide. You are my God, the only one I ever had. Yes, you are my guide. Your footsteps I will walk with pride. My praises I'll give to thee. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be.
I tell you, this had to play every Sunday, you know.
My Father, my guide. My love for you, I'll never hide. Oh my God.
I sat with Mr. A.J. Brown.
Oh my God.
Grab your dinner and get back. Or it might be breakfast or brunch, depending where you are.
Blessings and mercy, you'll always be my friend, my God. You're my Father, my friend, my God, my guide. Forever you will be, and I will walk by your side. My Father, my friend, my God, my guide. My love for you, I never. My guide, my love for you, I never hide. You're my God, my God.
Come to the last drop. It's sweet. Yes, AJ, we are back.
Yes, ma'am. And just want to take the time out to big up all the sound systems of the world. And I say that because this tune, along with maybe the next one you're going to play, Words of Wisdom, have become like tunes that have solidified my relationship with sound system operators all over the world. And you know, that's another journey or history that will, you know, that I can say that I've experienced, because you know, being able to hear, you know, sound system guys playing dub plates is you know, still excites me, you know what I mean? To be able to hear them, you know, using my tune for progress is really cool, really cool. Yeah,
and sharing the message in the dance hall as well, which is where it's reaching out to everybody.
Yeah, man. For real, because I mean the evolution of sound system is something that any music lover should check or read, because that is so interesting.
Definitely. Yes, let us touch words of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will continue.
Mm-hmm. Words of wisdom.
Just some little words. Oh yeah. Oh, you say A nation without any history is like a tree without roots. That kind of tree could never bear no fruit. No. Before you dance abroad, you got to learn to dance a yard. Self-empowerment don't even cost a cent. Hey, just some little words of wisdom to lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Just some little words of wisdom, yeah, to lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Don't watch and expect any handouts. You can do for yourself. Just put your shoulder to the wheel, and I'm sure you will help yourself. Hey, just learn a little more about your history so you can better know yourself. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Hey, just some little words of wisdom to lead your minds to freedom. Oh yeah, just some little words of wisdom.
I tell you why we listen to words of wisdom.
Lead your minds to freedom.
Gives Mr. Brown the opportunity to take a little comfort break.
It's a top, selector.
Conscious lyrics coming at you.
Just some little words. Oh yeah. Oh, you say a nation without any history, like a tree. The tree could never bear no fruit. No. Before you dance abroad, you got to learn to dance a yard. Self-empowerment don't even cost a cent. Hey.
Learn to dance a yard before you dance abroad. Self-empowerment doesn't cost a cent.
To lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Just some little words of wisdom. Yeah. To lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Don't watch and expect any handouts. You can do for yourself. Just put your shoulder to the wheel, and I'm sure you will help yourself. Hey, just learn a little more about your history so you can better know yourself. Save yourselves from mental slavery. Hey, just some little words of wisdom. Freedom, yeah. Just some little words of wisdom. Oh, well. To lead your minds to freedom. Just some words. Yeah. Lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And in all this, remember the Father, the one who gave you life. Remember, without him, you can never survive. Hey, he is your rock and your fortress in any time of need. Remember when you tried, he will be your guiding light. Hey, just some little words of wisdom. Oh, to lead minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Just some little words of wisdom. Oh,
I tell you some little words of wisdom to help you free your mind.
Just some words. Just some words. Oh, yeah, yeah. A nation without any history is like a tree without roots. That kind of tree can never bear no fruit. No. Before you dance abroad, you got to learn to dance a yard. Self-empowerment don't even cost a cent. Hey. Words of wisdom. Oh, well. To lead your minds to freedom. Oh, yeah. Just a little words of wisdom. To lead your minds to freedom.
I tell you some little words of wisdom to lead you to freedom. Lots of Jamaican pebbles in that one, I'm telling you. Am I right, Mr. Brown? Dance a yard before you dance abroad, and these things.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the thing, to be able to make that connection with what I'm trying to the message that I'm trying to send, and the message in this tune is mental consciousness, awareness, and also being able to to know your path, and you know, and understand that whatever you need to progress is already there, and
Within.
it's all in, it's all in you. All you need to do is tap in and you know, make the connection between yourself, your your spiritual consciousness, you know, your creator, and you know, everything else will fall into place. I'm saying that to say that strength of character, strength of person is all there. And it's all there in freedom of choice. What do you want to achieve? It's
Yes.
there in your mind. It's just to vision it and move towards it. I've heard so many testaments of people who had a dream but didn't know how to achieve it, but they
How
just
to
had that,
action it.
and
Yeah.
and that in itself is the seed of what really of the plant of achievement. In other words, once you have that seed of um of what you want to achieve, that's all you need,
So
for
let me
real.
ask you a question now. I have two questions. With I know personally that you're not in this reggae for the hype, because with the classical training and talent that you have, you
Hmm.
could be on large stages, large earning larger portions of money than reggae will ever yield you.
Hmm.
So it takes us back now to the second question, which is the authenticity. Staying focused. Reggae comes under fire a lot on the international scene, and especially now that they're looking to remove reggae charts from all the international billboards and replace with Afro beats, etc. Reggae's come under fire because of the lewdness of the lyrics, the scamming lyrics, this, that, chop, chop, rare, rare, rare. You know the whole shebang.
Hmm.
How is it you've not um derived or become caught up in these things? You know, a lot of artists when they rise and they go through certain dramas tend to come at them or hit out
Hmm.
of such arenas.
Could you repeat that last part? Because
Or you're
you're
not getting a no, or you're not getting a no mix up.
okay. you're you're
I was
doing it.
doing
You're doing it
it.
in English. Okay, mix up. Well, no. Well, for me, I've always tried to be aware of what's happening, and based on my awareness, there are things that you can be diplomatic with, you know. Um, and for me, I know who I am in terms of you know, where I come from, what I'm here for, my purpose, and it's to share my talent. And in so doing, I will encounter all kind of different things, you know. that that I will have to decide how to deal with. The whole thing with what I'm doing is as an artist is to as you say, is no it doesn't have to do with hype. It has to do with substance, and
Yes.
and and I know that I have to send messages in the form of music to create either a train of thought or to create questions where each individual can answer based off of what they hear.
Or
Um,
present a different perspective.
right, and you're right. That is really true because I'm also here to to lyrically give you my perspective of what I see in life of my of what life is about for me, and as that happens, the the overall consciousness I hope will help to enhance, you know, thoughts of people who hear my music, and hopefully it will change them in a positive way.
Definitely. No, we didn't really talk about the little stint in Las Vegas. You're how she rude now about little stint. About your marvelous.
Yeah, it was a 7 year stint. But the whole Vegas thing. Before I even go into it, did you have a question to ask or to continue?
Um, you can continue because I know that anything I have in my mind will be answered. We've been
Okay.
doing well so far.
Mm. Yeah, well, the Vegas experience was like wow. I really didn't expect it to happen, but it just did. I remember how it happened was I used to perform in the hotels, as
Yes.
you told your audience, and while performing, what I found performing on the coast was that a lot of guests in the different um, hotels would 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 set up their vacation based off of my schedule. it was it was
Didn't
a
want to miss a night.
eh?
Didn't want to miss a night.
Yeah. So what they would do is call the hotel, find out when I'm performing, and make sure that they set up their visits based on when I'll be there in the hotel. And um, one such guest was a gentleman named Bernie Casey. Bernie Casey he's passed on now, God rest his soul. But Bernie Casey is a really really well known um, football player, American football player, and he became an actor and also an artist. He was also an artist, so he was a very well-rounded individual. And he and his wife used to come to hedonism too to watch me perform in the grill. And every Thanksgiving they were there, and we'd have different conversations, and got to know him well, he and his wife Paula, and we one of the things that they said was in our conversation was that you know if ever they get the chance to do something for me, they would, because my talent was so so strong and so special.
Prominent.
They,
Yeah.
huh? So should I
No, I
continue?
was saying prominent, outstanding. You stood out
Oh,
too,
yes.
yeah.
So so they go to this birthday party for Harry Belafonte's wife, and they sit at a table. They end up sitting at a table and sharing it with CEO of the Golden Nugget, Steve Wynn. At the time, Steve Wynn was building the Mirage Hotel, and they struck conversations with Steve about me, and apparently sold him on the idea that I really that I had to be part of their entertainment package in at the Mirage when it opened. And so at some point um, they got in touch with me in Jamaica. Well, they tried. I was in Germany at the time, and so when I came back, I heard that there was all kind of different messages left for me to get in touch with, and so, and I ended up getting in touch with Paula and Bernie, and they told me to expect a call from Steve Wynn, and the rest is history. I was invited up to be at the Mirage, and that was in '89, and I ended up spending seven years there to '96, and with that came a whole.
Sorry. Sorry, AJ, my finger.
The thing again. So based off of that, a whole new experience happened. I was the whole Vegas thing opened up to me. My name was on the marquee in Las Vegas for years.
How did you feel opening night, first night?
Well, what happened was before the big acts were started, like Siegfried and Roy and all that, and the different big acts in the big room, in the big I would say they have like
Concert.
yeah, concert halls and different 2,000 seaters and stuff. I was performing in the lounge, and I was able to perform with my three-piece band, and I was the first entertainment, the first act at the Mirage Hotel. I opened it. I was there before they opened, and prepared, rehearsed, went through the 2 or 3 days of startup, and when they opened, my band was there performing, at the Lagoon Saloon.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and after that, I opened other hotels for for Steve Wynn's organization
group.
in
Yeah.
different parts of Nevada, and performed for different occasions. I performed for the heavyweight boxing match between Greg Page and our guy Donovan Razor Ruddock, I think. Razor at the time invited me to sing the national anthem for him, and
Wow. The fight.
yeah, on Showtime. Yeah, it was like a real achievement, because they showed that in Jamaica every Thursday night at the fights. You know,
Mhm.
that kind of helped to get to keep me in the eyes of the Jamaican
Uh,
public.
yes.
People would tell me that they would, watch it all the time, and they were so proud of me singing the American national anthem at
Of
a
course.
venue and an occasion like that. So I ended up doing stuff like performing for Paul Anka's birthday in Lake Tahoe, stuff like that.
Wow.
While at the Mirage, folks would come in to see me perform. People like all the greats. Martin Lawrence. Different actors, LL Cool J, Jamie Foxx. All of them would come in and just hang out at the Mirage.
So that's
Singers, actors, basketball players, football players, boxers. They were all
massive circle of celebrities.
for real, man. For real, great vibe, great vibe.
So did you do the tune with Taddy P before or after coming
It was
back
after after I left Vegas and went back to Jamaica. Tunes like My Father, My Friend, Words of Wisdom, all of that happened. And this particular tune, Any Love, Taddy P got in touch with me and said, I have this rhythm out. I have this tune that I want you to interpret into reggae. So I say, yeah, man, no problem. And the rest is history. So,
let me invite the audience to join us in viewing. It is called Any Love, Taddy P and AJ Brown.
Yes, sir.
As we progress. I tell you, a beautiful video right there, Any Love.
Without a doubt. Big up to Taddy P and his vision, because with that tune, it helped to establish my position, internationally as well, because of it was one of those hits that I didn't even expect for it to become so big. It played on Sirius Radio. It's still playing on Sirius Radio, satellite radio, and all over the world. And it was a really, really, really landmark tune for me as well. Because it also kind of bridged the gap between me and younger producers, with the advancement of technology and the way how the evolution of recording and
The change and transition to digital from analog, etc.
There you go. More entertainers, more musicians could rise because of their, not only their talents, but also their understanding of how to use this technology, and it became easier to record, to create, to express, and do it in small spaces. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And I'm saying that because I remember doing a doublet in a car. You know what I mean?
When you talk about
it shows the way how technology has advanced.
Right. But not only has technology progressed, so have you. I'm going to take a moment before we go in to the next part of the conversation, which is going to be um a very important part of this discussion because it's going to highlight other feathers to your bow. So we take a moment to acknowledge our audience. Herbert Daddy King says, "Blessed love, AJ Brown, Shelly Lightning." Thunder D says, "Blessings."
Mm.
Um, Another producer internationally who produces for like Blackstones, Earl Zero, I can't even name them. Daniel Alien Dread, Bless Up, another artist in the UK, Solely Roots,
Yes,
uh,
I.
promoter, Reggativity,
Mhm.
Sir Lloyd Blake, Mr.
Wow.
Finch.
Hmm.
We have crew from Philadelphia. Bless up yourself, Reggie. Earl Atik, an artist. His song opened the show today, Back in Your Arms.
Yes, yes.
Um, Scorpio Music, all the way from Trelawney, Jamaica. Another
Zimmer.
budding artist and producer doing well on the international scope as well. Says
Yes,
Cornwallian, AJ
yes.
Brown.
CC. CC for life.
See there? Now we have another artist as well from Trelawney, Imara
Mm,
Stewart. He says, "This is
mm,
so powerful, AJ Brown. It's sad to know that people like you brought so many visitors to this island. Yet the hoteliers are treating our musicians so poorly. I remember when you were the vice president for the Jamaica Federation of Music."
mhm.
It goes on to say how we all fought to change the low standards of treatment to performing artists in the hotel industry. Imara Stewart says, AJ Brown, you're much more than an artist.
Thank you very much, Amar. And yeah, I really felt that I really appreciate this because it brings back memories of helping, contributing to to the 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 building of the all-inclusive concept that has become worldwide right now, and and you know, hotel chains like Super Club, Sandals, Couples Hotels have all benefited from the from this, and entertainment is was and is a very integral part of the Jamaican experience whenever a guest comes to Jamaica or travels to Jamaica. And it's sad that the hotels have compromised, you know, and settled for less than what they should, even though um, they're striving for better and striving for um, a, a product that is worldwide. They settle for entertainment that is less than, you know, than what it should be, and based off of, you know, just greed. When you really
Mm-hmm.
check it, greed.
Yeah, for
Um,
real.
because what they're trying to do is profit, and it's all about profit, and they lose sight. They've lost sight of what it should they should be doing, which is making sure that the quality and the standard of of the experience is maintained in all based off of um, the original ingredient that they used.
Yeah.
Um, so what they've done is the entertainment that was there in the beginning, you know, like me, Karen
Mm-hmm.
Smith, you know. those
Yes.
entertainment, they have now they have now watered it down to some Dominican Republic dancers and some some entertainment that is less than
Non-relevant to Jamaica in an essence.
non-relevant. I'm telling you, and it opens the whole question of why did they do why was that done? I mean, how come they endorse something like that? You know what I mean? How can you have a concept that you built and then you choose to
present it and interpret it less than any other in industrial.
It just didn't make sense to me. So but hopefully they will understand that they need to go back, to a time when the Jamaican product was when it was in its heyday. And the same thing applies to dancehall. The same thing has happened.
I was just going to go for it. Go for it. That was my next question.
Yes, the same thing has happened to things like dancehall, and because they've now whittled down the whole thing to who better than who, and the message has become lost now because of acts that believe that they are the ones who rule dancehall and them can say anything they want and do anything they want with the genre,
and without realizing the consequences and impact on the audience.
Yes, we are now. Jamaica is. I wouldn't say Jamaica, but the music industry is now reaping the consequences of their actions. You know what I mean? And that is why acts like me, Third World, Inner Circle, all those Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, all those folks that Toots and the Maytals, I can go on and on, that built the product, the reggae genre to where it is now. Because remember, reggae music has spawned so many other genres right now.
Genres of music. It's a grandfather now.
I'll go on reggaeton, I'll pick me,
Of course.
I'll pick me too,
Grime, drum and bass, jungle. We could go on.
So but it is understandable that as things progress, things will evolve.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that, and it's great to see, the Afrobeat genre, taking center stage, because it also now focuses attention to Africa, back to the motherland and to the source, and so that in itself is good. But I would implore the entertainers, the reggae acts that are all over the world now, because of the demand of reggae music, Jamaican acts can't cope.
Yeah.
Check it. And that's the reason why that the whole music thing has mushroomed and has evolved into something bigger than Jamaica, where reggae music is feeding the world acts now. Any when you see acts like Soldier, that won the Grammy Awards last year, attest to the fact that reggae music has now become a world music, which is in itself great. I mean, so there's no.
It's great for me. It is great in a way that it is brought to the international forefront.
Mhm,
You know, but then when you go to when you go to a lot of festivals here in the UK,
mhm.
the reggae acts are not black reggae bands, you know, and you find that they're being sidelined
And
for
I,
for these acts. Like when you know, it was nice to see you at Simmer Down last year, which is gonna bring us back to talking about Third World shortly
mhm,
and how you
yeah.
got in. But
Mhm.
yeah, it was nice, but it did cause a lot of controversy.
Give me 1 second. Let me just turn off a stove.
Cause I deal with the partner. Yes, so I don't know if what we're actually talking about at the minute is um it was a band called Soldier that from California that won the Grammy Awards last year for best reggae band. At that time, a lot of people had never ever heard of them, and the fact that they were not a band of color also
Mhm,
caused great controversy and kind of
mhm,
put the organizers of the Grammys um, under a little fire.
mhm,
I'm just updating the massives as
yes,
to what occurred last year.
Well, and the thing is, uh, my understanding or the way I saw it, right, which is my opinion, is that the the Jamaican government, right,
Hmm.
I, and that's why I'm always sending messages of consciousness and awareness, right?
Hmm.
There has always been this attitude or mindset that one, anything black good. Two, in the fact that reggae music came from the ghettos of Jamaica.
Prejudice,
There's
direct
this
prejudice,
prejudice,
yeah.
yeah, that
Colorism,
right,
classism.
right. There's this prejudice that the the decision makers have kind of locked their minds off of the fact that they did not they weren't able to vision or understand that reggae music was and is a um a tool.
Spiritual music.
Yeah, but it's and it's also a tool to help to um progress the talents and the of Jamaicans. And
Yes.
and what I believe what they should have done was embrace and nurture these notions. And I'm saying that to say that when Bob Marley broke, Third World broke, and started to go international, I think at that time the Jamaican government should have put in place certain things that help to make
To
the
stabilize that side of the industry and maintain
Mhm.
certain holds and kudos, yeah.
Right, but more importantly, to make sure that the musicians and entertainers had freedom of movement,
Yes.
and if there was a freedom of movement in the form of, let's say, a passport or passports to or a different type of passport that could make
Yes.
entertainers move
Access for
freely
musicians, yes.
all over the world, then then Jamaican musicians would have been able to share the music easier because
True.
of that. Because of that, because of the difficulty of entertainers traveling from Jamaica, the demand for reggae music became so strong that the different countries started creating their own stars.
Yeah. But
And
it's still a problem we have today, because even now a lot of times shows are cancelled
Mhm.
because the artist hasn't arrived due to visa issues, backlogs in visas,
There you go.
etc., etc.
There you go. And just like how a Jamaican government representative or official has a red book or a red passport for travel freely. I'm not saying they were supposed to give an a reggae entertainer a red book. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
man, we can get a ice green and gold one.
There you go. that's the color right there. But I'm just saying, just like how there are countries now who are that have embraced Jamaica and say,
Yes.
we can travel freely, come here, come there, whatever, right? This is the same way the Jamaican government, I believe, could have worked through
Made
their
protocol to make it
yes,
easier.
make
Yeah.
it easier, and they didn't, and this is the result, really.
But it didn't stop Third World from getting to you. How did you and Third World actually link up?
Well,
How were
I
you
was
recruited?
well, it's no big secret that you know I was well known as a performer. Before I was invited to be part of Third World, I used to share stages with them. I used to record, and they used to record and invite me to sing, backup or harmony or whatever. I worked with Ibu Cooper on Love People and a couple other tunes. Um, so there was connection, and there was um, a knowledge of who we were. Um, when I when I left Vegas, went back to Jamaica, and doing the circuit again and recording more now with Bobby Digital and those and different producers. I my manager at the time was George Golding, and Steve Golding's brother, and George was the one who steered that whole thing. Apparently, at the time, Third World wanted a singer to do a couple of gigs in the States, because Ruggs was off doing. Uh, I think there was some clash of dates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ruggs was doing a solo album thing, and he was off doing some dates, and it just couldn't work at the time.
Yeah.
And so they called me to do a couple of gigs. So I did Atlanta, did California, and that was in 2012. But before I started doing the gigs, we sat and we spoke about what Third World wanted, from me, and it was great to be invited to sing with them, and it was a great experience. And after the 2012 experience, I figured, I did my gig, gigs with them. It was great. Moving on to what I'm doing, as a solo act. And but in 2013, they contacted me again and said, listen, we have a European tour coming up, and if we really would like to have you do that tour. And I said, okay, well, no problem. And did the tour. It was really, really successful, and it was that the mid 2013, and by about by February of by January, February of 2014, Rugs had passed on. And they asked me if I would like to continue being Third World's lead vocalist, and I really could not say no, based off of the fact that I know the worth of Third World and what they've contributed to the music industry, to the Jamaican music industry, and worldwide, and I thought it would be a good look, a good fit for me to be the lead singer for Third World, and I accepted, and here we are.
Okay. We're gonna take a little look back on the interview, just a little snippet of the interview we did last year with Third World. But Imara has made a comment. He said, we must lobby the International Music Federation to speak on the behalf of all musicians, because we as musicians deserve diplomatic treatment. We've done more to Jamaica than politicians who are enjoying diplomatic status. Imara.
Exactly. I believe that if there's an international music federation, they should be able to make it work in such a way that musicians from anywhere can travel to anywhere freely.
Sure.
So,
and especially if it's musicians who have a track record,
there you go.
Of performance and diplomacy, and just overall conduct, etc.
Exactly. That's what I think. That's how I think the criterion for acceptance or it should be. They should come up with certain things that are required, or them can check off, and that I'm not saying I don't think it's rocket science. Put it that way.
Definitely not. All right, we are gonna play a music video. It's called You're Not the Only One, and I know this is off the album that Third World.
I thought you were gonna play a snippet of the interview.
It's still processing, AJ. You're on your toes, aren't you? No, it's still processing. So true, me no say did want to sip the tea, me did just I go drop it in, and then we come back to the clip.
That's a good. Okay, there you go. Tea, anyone?
As we go along, and as you can see, we have multiplied and have in intensity the band in entirety, which is a Third World, the touring band. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna pass the Kochi scene, because Lightning like to do it different. You know what I mean? So you've already met Mr. QORR, Cat QORR, and I will allow them to present themselves going right across, and then we get down back into the things of it. And we're going to talk about that question that we left off in the first segment.
Okay, well, you need to pass the coach on the left-hand side. This is right. This is all right. So I'm going to make Uncle just start, introduce himself. But here's what I want to do. Because the question was...
For the most, should I say it?
No, I know, but I just want to rephrase it.
Okay.
For how do bands stay together, how do bands work, how do bands what's the dynamic of how you function together and stuff, and why would Third World have stayed together so long as a brand?
Consistency.
So my answer to the question was that all of these three, both of you three boys, will have your own experiences and your own, perspectives. And that's what we really want to get here. So Norris, you played in a couple of bands and stuff. You had your own band. I want you to give your perspective on that. Similar with Ruppy playing for Jimmy and playing for whoever. That AJ, his perspective is his Las Vegas stint. Yes. So let's roll, boys. I'm out now.
Both of you three boys.
I'm telling you, yeah, man. Cat is such a what do I call it now? He's such a personable person. When I say personable, I mean he's a diplomat. He's his father's son. We all know that he's the son of the deputy prime minister of Jamaica, who helped to create the Constitution of Jamaica. Right now, when you're the son of a person who created the laws to which we live as a country, you know that is not a joke thing. So big up Cat. Big up Cat QORR. I know you're on the mend, and we'll be working again soon. So the music video that you played, you don't know, is a tune from the More Work to Be Done album, produced by Damian Jr. Gang Marley on the Ghetto Youths label, and that album is one of two albums that we'll be doing with Ghetto Youths. So there's more to come with Third World and in terms of what in terms of recording and albums,
and making that thing staying relevant as well with the younger artists too.
Exactly, and I just wanted to divert a little bit and send out my condolences to the Marley family on their loss of Joe Mercer Marley.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, that little youth there, I tell you, man, I shared stage with him more than one time, and he was like a young lion roaring in the jungle of reggae music, loud and clear. And it's sad that we've lost him at such an early age.
Yeah.
So condolences to Stephen Marley and the Marley family. But coming back to the whole thing of where we're at musically, I think that album, well, I wouldn't say think. I know that album has helped to bridge the gap between
certain markets as well.
Lovers, yes, music lovers and certain markets and demographics, because you don't know who Damian is and what he's given to the world music and what he continues to give to world music. So to be able to share music videos, share the time of recording and coming up with an album that reached the Grammy Award nomination is truly an achievement that I can be proud of.
Yes, and you did also another collaboration, one with Busy.
Well, the thing is, we did collabs with so many acts on that album. Busy Signal, Pressure Bus Pipe, Tommy, not Tamachin. Oh my God,
Tessan.
Tessan, her sister, Tessan. Busy signal.
I have the busy video here.
Yes. So please, feel free.
I tell you, a vibesy one right there.
Don't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. It was great to be able to collaborate with folks like Tessan, Taurus Riley. You know, busy, pressure bus pipe, and any other acts that I don't remember at this point. But trust me, that album is there to
Mm-hmm.
show for real.
So AJ, today was we've focused on you and the many bows, the many strings to your bow. Yeah, so I'll get it right. How is AJ Brown moving forward? What have you got in? Let me ask the Winford Williams question before we go into the onstage clips, right?
Okay.
So what does AJ see going on for the future?
Well, a lot of things are in pipeline. And let me just do a quick movement and come back with a little thing. This
is mine.
This is my. Yes, is yours. Yeah, something like that. But this is my my merchandise. This is my clothing line. So AJ Brown Apparel, and so that is what I'm working on as well.
I like it. I like the stripe in it. I really
Thank
like
you.
it. You know, mine will have to be in white for the next interview I'm gonna do, though, right?
Okay, that's send in your order, baby. Yeah,
I
I got you. I got you. I got you. You order, your size, all that stuff. All right, and I'll take care of you. All right.
Yes, you can tell them those things on air.
But you know, there's a clothing line. There's an event brand called AJ Brown's Paint, Sip and Song. That's a brand that combines my talents in one performer, in one event. You know, my
Yes.
performance as a painter. Because when I was in Vegas, I achieved a Bachelor of Arts in art. And
Is that one of your paintings on the wall behind? I was looking at it before because I
yes,
also you see.
yes, it is. Let me just pan a little bit, and
And
you'll
because
see.
it had water, I have a great
Yeah,
affinity for painting water. So
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's
beautiful.
just two pieces that's there. That
And where could the public, where could our audience go and view your work or get your clothing line or
well, I have a website. It's ajbootsbrown.com.
okay.
www.ajbootsbrown.com. You can always go and just take a look. And if you want to take it further, because I'm still working on dealing with the e-commerce part of the website. But right now, you can, send in an email, give information as to how to get in touch with you, and we'll take it from there. Mhm.
Okay.
Then there is my new album. My new solo album will be coming out this year. So folks can look forward to that one. I haven't released an album in the 8 years that I have been with Third World. So
11 years this year, right?
uh,
Let me
2014.
get it right.
I would say about eight to 10 to 9 years, roughly.
Okay.
But that's another thing that will be happening. So there's lots of things that my fans can look forward to happening. and it's gonna happen this year.
Great. Now, you used to believe.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about that song.
You used to believe is a I get inspiration from anywhere. Um, I'm a movie buff. I love to watch TV. I'm a sci-fi buff. I love to watch sci-fi movies, and I get inspiration from anywhere. This is a song that just watching a movie and based on the what I saw, this particular tune came up, lyrically.
Lyrically.
Mm, I was um, a fellow entertainer called Anthony Malvo.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he has an album out. I think it's called I can't remember the name of it, but I will scroll it. I'll check it quickly and get
In the
back.
meantime, yeah, because I'm gonna play the song you used to believe.
Yes.
We have approximately 14 minutes left on the
Really?
journey. Sure. Can you believe
Not less
3
than-
hours has gone?
Yeah. So he said, me have a rhythm man, and say, yeah man, bring
And
it
boom,
on,
bang, bang.
and boom bang bang. This is what came out.
You used to believe, but I made a mistake. And
As we journey with AJ Brown.
now I've got to find my way back to your heart. Give me a chance. You used to believe. Alright, you used to believe in you, baby. Travel long away. There was a time not long ago. We had each other's hearts safely tucked away. Then came the fury of another's lost and lonely heart to test our faith of faith. Downpour the stress and strain, just like a hurricane, to shake the inner core of our love. Baby, then came the stress and strife. We were living someone else's lives. Our love just didn't feel the same way. You used to believe in me. Yeah. Alright, you used to believe in you, baby. Still believe in me, baby. Yes, I was willing to take the lead to prove the man I am, 'cause I was wrong. A moment of weakness and I cheated, but that could never break our love so strong, baby. Spiritual, emotional, mental and physical forms the inner core of our love. Please don't make one mistake. Create a permanent heartbreak and think that time will mend our wounded hearts. You used to believe, baby. Oh, you used to believe in you, baby. But I still believe in you. Spiritual, emotional, mental and physical forms the foundation of our love. Please don't make one mistake. Create a permanent heartbreak Have faith that time will mend our wounded hearts. Just believe in you, baby. You used to believe. Just believe in you, baby.
I tell you, you used to believe. Now,
Yeah.
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 As we draw to the close of this journey, it's been a joy reminiscing. It's been a joy learning. It's been inspirational. You know, what sort of message would you leave the youngers coming up now for sustenance in
Well,
maintaining the authenticity of reggae?
I would say to all young acts, tap into yourself and to your spiritualness. I said that because you need to know who you are um, before you can take the journey of where you're going. Um, for me, based on where I'm at now, there are certain things I have to talk about based off of my age. I can't go back to some 16-year-old topic of, you know what I mean, yeah,
Yes.
lyrical content. I have to now write about things as a 65-year-old experienced male, and so who's married and you know what I mean, and have kids and all that stuff. So I have to write. For me, I find that I can now write with a little bit more experience and more maturity, and that's what I this new album is gonna reflect.
A different level of consciousness, really.
Exactly. At the same time, staying true to certain things that are already there, like lyrical content, music, the type of reggae or reggae music or genre that I want to use to send my message. And I've been working with with so many producers right now that people like Frank, like Anthony Malvo, Frank Burt, Carl James, Steve Tibbins, and I mean the list goes on, because right now I have 10 original tunes on the album, and they're pretty much 8 out of the 10 is about 8 different producers that are working with Glenn Brownie, Cleveland Brownie, so the audience is in for a treat when this album comes out.
Well, we look forward. I have to say, it's been a joy and a privilege. You're on the right path when your life comes back full circle, and people who were there at the beginning of the journey are still there now. So it's really been a joy catching up and having this conversation and being able to let the general public know, the listening audience of reggae and authentic and classical reggae and such music and genres know, what you're up to and what's happening. And it's also nice for the documentation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I really appreciate the long 3 hours where you take and you never make the pot burn up, so all is good.
I'm telling you, for real. Yeah, man.
So go ahead, AJ.
Well, how much time do we have left? Because I hope I have covered,
I think so. And I mean, there's always time in the future for us to reconnect, We have approximately 6 minutes. I'm going to play the your operatic performance of Time to Say Goodbye from the onstage clip, which was taken on the Jam Rock Reggae Cruise, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this particular tune, may I tell you, all right, I'll go back now to the time when I did the performance with Sonny Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I did this particular tune. And when I did the song, I was approached by a lady called um, Miss Chinloy. Um, no, you know the Chinloys who used to own Aquarius Studio, right?
Yes.
So um, she decided that she wanted me to do this particular tune and do at least 10 tunes for her.
In this fashion.
Yes, based off of, based off of what she heard. She just wanted a classical album, and it was a commission album. And this was one of the tunes that I did, and
And
it's there.
here's you taking it to them in the dance hall arena. I tell you, how marvelous,
Thank you.
how
Thank you.
wonderful. As I take time to say thank you so much for your contribution to the industry, to the world at large, for maintaining self
Mhm.
and for
Yeah.
playing a part in helping to build and maintain the industry. I hand over to you, Mr. Brown, to conclude the show. So that, hold on, before me even do so, wait there. One more minute. One more thing, peoples. Hold on, 1 minute. Oi. Also, after seeing that performance, you'll understand why the title of the show is as it is. One of Jamaica's greatest classical and reggae vocalists, Mr. A.J. Brown.
Thank you so very much, Shirley, for inviting me to be part of this 3 hour, what I call it now, rutical experience and journey. And I hope that whoever listens or watched will leave with some kind of more positive understanding of, who I am, what I'm about, and
A
what
greater
my
appreciation.
yes, and also to understand why I do what I do, and the power of not just music but reggae music. And so it's with humility that I give thanks to you, Shirley, for sharing this 3 hour with me, and hopefully we'll do it again. And
Definitely.
I'm sure I'll see you on the different tours as we go along.
Yes,
And
and I look forward to opening for Third World one of the times, no?
you see, coming down now your voice did that to you now. Yeah. So give thanks, and people. Shelly Lightning is queen of reggae radio. Shelly is the number one. Shelly is the only one.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you so much. It's been such a joy. Believe me. Thank you, Massives. On a Take Care, episode 43. AJ Brown, currently of Third World, one of Jamaica's great classical and reggae vocalists.